On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. All right, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. Welcome to Oblis TV, where we give guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Yes, we are back again. Remember, we told you guys that we are going to be talking about options, more like players that we are predicting that Chelsea will do the business of bringing them in to the club, knowing what we suffered last season. When Thiago Silva left Chelsea last season, everybody was like, well, with the kind of defenders we have, there was this high hope that maybe we'll be up there, but we conceded a lot last season, but was not that much with what we are going to be seeing this season, because this season look as if it's going to be much. You understand? And now they have letting Chalobah go, and also with the way the defense is right now, which defender that you were expecting that Chelsea should do the business after watching the preseason? Not before the preseason, after watching the preseason, watching some few games before the transfer window closed, when we are clamoring on getting a defender, which defender were you looking at?
Oh, but I'm not going to lie. I was looking at the leads, but thank God we didn't even. I was seriously looking at the leads. I remember I said it here.
You know that
Manchester United signed.
Wow.
And so far, just look at that guy is out of it this period. He's really out of it. He's not. I would just say he's not in form, Shao. But when it comes to the quality, Delete was one of the best defenders, I think, over the years. So I was just looking at him and I was okay, this guy can have that experience, can come into the Chelsea team and help that defense.
Okay.
But so far this season, I watched the Man U game against Liverpool. I watched some of the Netherlands matches. This is the national break, and this guy was playing nonsense. Was playing nonsense, to be honest with you.
Was not there.
And even after the game, Ronald Koeman was angry with his performance. He had to change him. This last game, the Netherlands played with, I think, Germany.
So Delay was
one guy I was like, okay, let us just grab this guy before Manchester United was putting.
So that means some things that the fans even sometimes that we will clamor for, not all, some of them.
It's not all, though. I beg. Not all.
Do you know who me I was going for? Gwench of England.
Okay, me McGay.
Sorry,
Crystal Palace.
Sorry for the pronunciation.
McGay. What? That guy is not so bad.
Former Chelsea
player.
That guy is good.
Because yes, during the Euros,
I don't know why Crystal Palace messed things up between them and Newcastle. Newcastle wanted to do the deal of signing McGee from Crystal Palace. If you come to the national team level, he's up there. Yes. If you watch the game against Chelsea and Crystal Palace, see, he was at the right centre back, he was at the left centre back, he was at the left centre back. Like, he's just covering up those areas. Whether you are there or not, just like what Thiago Silva does. Once Thiago Silva see that you have overlap in your area, he tries to cover up. That is what this McGay do.
This is the thing that happens when Chelsea just, sells players.
You sell, you don't bring in
quality ones,
good legs.
Bro. To think that he was even our player before, and just it's a very good option. And do you know that Crystal Palace we are putting him up for sale?
Yes, now, but the price tag was something else. That was why Newcastle just decided to let go of that deal. It was one player that I was looking at for. You can also drop your own opinion or talk your own defender that you are expecting Chelsea to sign when we notice the crisis in the defense area. Then talking about the midfield, one area that we are always talking about, somebody that can make the midfield more flexible, somebody that can navigate, somebody that can drive.
Okay.
I was not looking at KDH.
I had two players in my head as at that time.
Yeah. Which player?
And those players were Brahim Diaz and Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo. You just mentioned the one.
Dani Olmo. Understand, but I know that Chelsea had eyes on Dani Olmo. Like, I think that would have been, let's just say 1 year ago.
Yeah.
They just put their eye, come out eye.
Yeah.
That guy would have helped us a lot.
Exactly.
When it comes to looking for a player, I don't even think Daniel had come to Chelsea. Kopama will not even be nearing that number 10 again. That's to tell you the level that Omo is.
That guy is good.
The guy, and luckily for Spain, Pedri had to be injured during that Euros tournament, so that the guy, this Omo, can come in and show you
His
the world
what?
his what. You understand? Bro is on
He's
another
up there.
level.
You
Another
think he's not
level.
involved in the game, but he's involved.
Really?
You think you are not seeing him, but he's just like Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan, yeah.
You don't see him, but he's there.
He's doing some
underground work.
I think he's one of the best players when it comes to footwork and technicality.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo, bruh. Another player, like I said, Brahim Diaz. I was looking at this Real Madrid team. I said, okay, because of the level of players Real Madrid were buying, I was looking at Brahim Diaz, how he was able to break into that Real Madrid first team. But you see, when you're good, you're good.
Exactly.
Somehow, Brahim Diaz is still playing games at Real Madrid and he's also hitting the ground running. That was why I was like, Chelsea, get this guy. Before
they give him that space.
That space, and the boy will not perform. Real Madrid will say, okay, you're untouchable. But even then, I was even contemplating on how Real Madrid will let the boy go. Because you see, Real Madrid, they had them to set.
Yeah, those are players kind of players that we were expecting Chelsea to do the business to get. Talking about the left and the right wing, which kind of wingers that we are looking at?
Well, we had Nico Williams. We had Williams and
Michael Olise.
But personally, I spoke about signing Rodrigo
from Real Madrid. Wow.
Rodrigo was in my. I just look the boy. And another reason is the same thing I said just now, that I didn't see him benching Mbappe. I never knew that Real Madrid had the intention of using Mbappe as a striker. As a nine. Was Rodrigo would have been a better option for us on the wing, and also Nico Williams and Olise, as you said.
But for me, I'll go for Olise, in respect of the fact that he's an injury-prone player. Olise is this. I don't know. He's too clinical. His passes, being there at the right time, his 1v1, his pace, the kind of space that Olise covers, I don't know. To the point, I will just say, based on I know that some Chelsea fans will come for me for this, but let's tell ourselves the truth. Apart from the fact that Palmer break into the Chelsea first team last season and become one of our best players last season, and coming this season, he's going to do more. Truth be told, on a normal ground, if I'm to keep Olise, keep Palmer, I'll pick Olise. It's because of I have seen Palmer do his thing. But if they are to bring Palmer last season, bring Olise last season, I bet you it will be very difficult for them to drop Olise for Kopama.
Olise.
One player we missed out.
Olise. But Crystal Palace, they disturb us now. They worry us.
We missed out from that deal. And Madueke was shaking when he heard about it.
But I'll tell you what, and this is a very unpopular opinion. Yeah. Most Chelsea fans might not agree with me, including you too.
Yeah.
But you see, Noni Madueke, I'll just say let us give our chance to that boy.
No, I've already succumbed now. I don't give a chance, but no miss I know blast time him.
Madueke, under the right circumstances, under the right environment, because you get as this Chelsea stuff now is, but give Madueke 2 years or 2 seasons more at Chelsea. He's still very young, or in case you don't know. Give him 2 seasons and this guy will be one of the world-class wingers. It's just like we said, all he needs to do is just to calm his head down and play. Know when to release the ball, know when to dribble. Know when to run in between defense, know how to release ball, know how to finish ball, how to be clinical. You see the way we are talking about Saka now.
And you should not allow start getting into his head, because I noticed that thing. all these stats. I made this, I made that. He likes to post it.
Prove
Proof.
stuff and
Yes. So, you
but
like
if it's potential, that boy has it. You can also
But
see.
anyhow, I wanted them to sign Olise. If you don't sign Olise, get me Williams. You understand? Those are the kind of signing I was expecting. They're talking about the striking position. I know some people will come for me for this, but truth be told, apart from the fact that we all were clamoring for Victor Osimhen, but truth be told, I was clamoring for Victor Gyökeres. You understand? After Victor Gyökeres, I put my eye on Ivan Toney. Then after Toney, Osimhen, then this other guy.
We talk about Sesko.
Yeah, I talked about Sesko, but I was not really a fan of Sesko, though I liked his ability, his clinical ability to finish more than Jackson. But I was never a fan of. I was a fan of Gyökeres, Toney, Osimhen, and Jonathan David.
We forgot about that guy.
You understand? Jonathan David.
We forgot about that
So
guy.
when Gyökeres deal was looking up and down, I was one. Sesko deal broke down. Gyökeres was one looking as if he's going to come to Chelsea. So I was one of those people that would say, okay, why not go for Jonathan David?
Yeah.
That guy is somebody that every season it's there.
Yes, he delivers.
He delivers. His kind of goal is not buy, but in the score.
The score, yeah.
He dey do am. He just like he's just that striker that has a little touch of Ademola Lookman. Guy, see that Ademola Lookman? We cannot enter that area.
Guy.
Let me not enter that area. But that's the truth. Why I start clamoring for Osimhen, though I wanted Osimhen, but Osimhen, with the way Napoli was doing his deal, that was one striker. There was a week I was pondering on Jonathan David throughout that period. I was hitting on it that what are they waiting for? Look at the fee, very cheap. Get this guy. That is one thing I respect Roman for. Roman gets them and keep them as options. If this one no enter, this one go play. We signed Werner and Kai Havertz. They were all good in their various clubs. He knows that if coach can say, if Werner no fit give me, Kai go give me.
Yeah.
If Roman was there, Roman won't even think it twice. He can go Jack Gyökeres, Jack Osimhen.
Show you he's the boss.
You understand?
So he has the money. Let's just see how the January transfer window is going to go. For me, even the Jonathan Davis is supposed to be his stock supposed to reopen again.
Yeah.
You understand? Now we have Gyökeres, we have Victor Osimhen, and Jonathan David.
Gyökeres, if it's for Gyökeres, we appreciate the player as fans, we appreciate the player as sport fund, but truth be told, let's be realistic, he's not going to come to Chelsea.
Why?
He's not going to come. The guy, if Gyökeres was supposed to come, that was why that time that we were looking for a coach. I said that if Chelsea can sign Amorim,
yeah,
there's a tendency that Gyökeres will look into that project and say, I will come because of this man. Yeah. Just like this Matic. Wherever Jose Mourinho goes to, Matic is always there. Do you understand? Just like what is happening between Lukaku and Conte right now. Just because of Conte went there now, just one phone call. Lukaku wants to come because of the regard and love he has for Antonio Conte. The same thing applied to Gyökeres. Gyökeres respect and love Amorim. Because Amorim was one guy that made the request that they should go and get this guy for him. So you can still drop your own players that you are thinking that Chelsea should have signed and they did not look forward in signing those players. And also, as for the talk about Palmer and Olise, I know some people will be they don't understand it the way I was saying it. I say that if Chelsea signed Olise last season and bringing Palmer last season, I bet you it will be very difficult for Palmer to sit Olise down on the bench.
It will just be an issue of feeding the both of them. to be a case of just playing two of them together. One of them will play 10, the other one will play as a right winger. But comparing the both of them in that wing, the natural right winger for me there is Odyssey.
Bam.
Understand? Palmer always wants to cut in,
Do his thing.
and just go around. But Odyssey is just that natural right winger. And I think that's the reason why Chelsea's eye will him more. So I get your point. I guess where you're driving to.
Because if Chelsea already had my Madueke and Palmer, why are they dragging their feet and trying to pushing themselves over Michael Odyssey?
Michael Odyssey.
Well, I guess we have so many of them now.
So many
of them now. So guys, I guess that'll be all. For now. Do it to like, share, and also lastly, before we go, after this Todd Bodley and Igbali marriage now, we go still walk.
Yeah, I said we should push them out too. You see, in the last video, I don't think
you can push them out, because Chelsea, before they can sell Chelsea, I think it's after 10 years.
So we're stuck with these guys till 10 years. Christ. You know, people think that
the only thing that can happen is shares, selling of shares within themselves. Somebody try to dominate and sell and this thing.
Let's see how it goes, because
but truth be told, we need a one-man squad.
Yes, that's just
one-man thing.
One-man owner.
One-man thing. If Igbali wants to be the one in charge, let him be in charge. Let us see what he wants to do.
But at least, even if he wants to be in charge, he should have the club interest at heart. Because the way these guys are doing things and the way I've understood this Igbali on side, I don't think he's doing what is best for Chelsea as a club.
He's doing what is best for his own pockets.
For his own pockets, for his business. But I'm not still a fan of Todd Bodley. Before they will say I'm supporting Todd Bodley. But if I'm saying, but between the two of them right now, currently with what is going on, Todd Bodley should just be the front man.
All right. And lastly, David Ashofona will be leaving. We don't know whether on loan or on a permanent deal. Though we are hearing that he's going to leave on loan with an obligation of buying. See as that one don't carry the go.
Very fantastic player that
player that we signed, and everybody was like, Drogba don't they go. All right. There was something I observed. You know that we talked about. I'm not trying to drag this information back, but yesterday I was watching that Mikel video that he was talking about Osimhen, that he was involved in the deal, that Chelsea that it was matter of time, medical and this thing, that the offer, this one, that one. But truth be told, after listening to Mikel all over again, I was like, waiting with the offer, what was he even trying to say? You know that we talked about that information without giving it a deep thought about it. So I was like, Mikel self, just a talk. When just be say a talk. Because after everything, he ended up not saying anything. After listening to what he said. You said that it was matter of time, that was why the deal did not work. So all this while that we have been hearing this one, Saudi Arabia, clinical, Chelsea offering low wages. You said that the fee that Chelsea offered was this thing, that. What was it? What happened? How did it go? What happened within Saudi Arabia, this thing? Do you understand? Give us proper details. Don't come and just tell us that it was matter of time.
Well, if you listen to what I said concerning that day, I said we also have to hear from the horse's mouth, which is Osimhen.
Now when you want to retire, you go talk.
So
because I know to say,
it is now,
as it stands now, after that Finidi George issue that he came out and was ranting over that Finidi George stuff that went viral, and I guess the young lad that have seen that step he took was wrong, and again, he's looking as if he's just trying to be careful when it comes to the social space. Because it's one place that, guy, any small pick him, they don't pick him.
But the thing is, if you are saying the truth, if you're saying the truth should just be the truth, but
So
it should be presented respectfully.
So you want him, Osimhen, now that he's
Mm.
25 years, to just come and start telling you that this is what happened between Napoli and him, Chelsea and him. You know that he will spoil so many things within some club that would like to approach him. They'll say,
Well,
so if we been get like this, now so you will come and talk like this.
Well, that also is a very, very valid point from you.
So that's why if you watch even the Arise reporter that talked with him, he never there was no video of him showing where he interviewed Osimhen. He said that was on call or personal encounter. He was just talking, no audio recording, but he just told him. As far as they know, you're from Osimhen mouth, you know, come blast him. So I guess that will be all for now. Thank you very much. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Day.
Bye.